There's Benjamin Rivers.
Good old Benny R.
Okay. We're going to be... This is a bit of a redemption run for me, because...
You disappointed me greatly.
A long time ago, when we were first kind of...
Toying with the idea of doing this kind of thing.
We were recording this game, and when we had finished our session, I went and pressed the record button on the PS4, because we were using the recording software at the time. I realized it had started recording. And
when it was supposed to be finishing recording.
And we completely lost all of it.
So, we're gonna subject Jordan to some spooks right now.
Your game will be saved automatically at certain points. We know this.
You gotta lean into the mic.
I'm leaning into the mic.
That's better. Turn up the sound. Turn off the lights. Check. We are playing in relative darkness over here.
TV's kind of making everything a little bit... Oh!
All I remembered at that point was finding myself alone. Oh, my head. Where was I? It was so dark.
Spoken like a true Silent Hill protagonist.
There was something by my feet. A flashlight. It was actually a fleshlight. So
let's just say last night was one wild night.
Must have been. So I played this game like 3 times through last night. That house. Where was I? Should be this house, but whatever. There was a body lying on the floor. Who was it?
We're not going to know. Oh, I have to. Can look up.
You can interact with things multiple times.
Hey, kitty.
You can interact with single items multiple times.
That good old Resident Evil door thing.
Yeah, you were saying how much you like those. The desk had a computer and some papers on it and a single drawer. I didn't want to snoop, but did I open the drawer?
Yes, we opened the drawer.
What a weird button to have confirm as triangle. Receipts, pens, and a blurry photo. Look like a store of some kind. Why did this look so familiar? I'm really over the amnesiac protagonist thing. Blood on the wall. It smelled fresh and sickening. I realized there was blood on my shoes and pants. Oh man, I had to get out of there.
I don't really think it's amnesia. I think it's more, man, what a crazy night. I don't remember what happened.
Well, that's amnesia. That's just short term. I'm really over the whole amnesiac kind of thing.
But at least it's not like a whole, I suffered trauma and now
I don't remember any of my past, or he's experiencing time backwards.
All right, well, let's head downstairs. Oh, God! Oh, God!
Okay, don't yell, though.
And he fell down
Yeah,
the
the animation looks like you're falling head first. I noticed that I limped as I moved down the stairs. How did I hurt my leg, I wondered. All I could really recall was coming home, seeing Rachel.
I don't think you limped so much as you fell down the stairs on
yeah,
your
it kind of looks like it does. This reminds me of old silent films where they have the cards up in between bits. I was upset. She looked afraid. I shook my head and tried to clear it. I knew I should head downstairs, try to find a way out.
Let's see what we've got on this floor.
The shelf was full of books on local history and hunting. Seemed like the owner of the house really knew the area. Again, you can interact with things multiple times. Usually just twice.
All right.
There were scribbles of all kinds on random scraps of papers and notes about some kind of water tower. Water tower? Did he mean the one by the old train yard? That's a Silent Hill thing as well, I think.
The water tower?
There's, I know in the first one, there's definitely a water tower.
I'm just going back to that desk because I failed to...
I really should have been going through the stuff, getting my fingerprints everywhere.
Oh, nameless character.
So this guy's apparently worried about getting his fingerprints on things, or at least he's cognizant of it. It gives you the same animation going upstairs too, so it sort of looks like you're just leaning forward as you walk up. A thin gray mouse was stuck in a trap. It looked frantic but exhausted. Did I free it?
Yeah, I freed it. I'm a good guy.
You're gonna regret that.
I don't think I will. It's like the wolf in Resi 4. Maybe he's gonna help me at some point.
A collection of rusty tools. They looked like they'd seen a lot of use and were caked in damp-smelling dirt. Why weren't they in a shed? Man, this guy's just sniffing everything. This was an odd place to keep yard tools. What would they have been used for in here?
Potted plants everywhere.
Like, that's not just where someone left it. That's where they keep these tools. I found a picture of a couple. It looked like it'd been moved a lot. There seemed to be a switch behind it. Did I push the switch?
Yes.
It depressed smoothly into the wall. I heard a faraway click somewhere.
We'll find that out later.
Something must have opened somewhere.
And there's no door there.
And this house just ends in a dead end. That lamp looks like a condom stretched over a coat rack.
Oh my god. That's supposed to be a lamp?
It's supposed to be a lamp, I'm pretty sure. It looks like a condom pulled over it.
I'll be honest, I didn't really know what it was. I thought it was a candle.
Oh, that's a huge candle.
It's a big candle, but
no,
everything...
it's a Jimmy cap stretched over a hat rack.
And I don't think there was anything else over here. Oh, there's a door.
There's a door.
So we'll go through the door.
What was that awful sound?
I don't know.
An old dining table covered in dinner dishes for 2 people. There were dozens of beer cans and other liquor bottles among the dishes.
Oh, we've broken into the local Alky's house.
The smell was turning my stomach. Yeah, I think that's the dead dude upstairs. How long had this been here rotting? The man upstairs didn't look like he'd been dead a long time. A black and white photo. Looked like the man upstairs and his wife, I guessed. There was no reason for me to keep this. Did I take it?
Yep.
Are you just going to collect everything?
Hey.
I slipped the photo into my pocket. Maybe this would help me find some... How?
The point is in having the thing, AJ.
It's not, though.
Ow, 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 ow.
Yeah, he is limping already.
I looked like he was kind of leaning left and right there. Ooh.
Don't like that. Don't like that at all. The door was taped up and seemed to be stuck. By the smell, I guessed it led to the kitchen. What smell is that? The switch in the wall appeared to have unlocked the door.
Probably the rotting food.
What a weird place to keep a switch that unlocks your doors. The box looked heavy, but there were marks on the floor. It had obviously been moved before. Maybe I had found a way out. I must have moved it, right?
I think I did.
I heaved the box forward and it finally gave.
But we're not going down there yet.
Okay.
I have to explore.
We have to adventure. Ooh, spoopy. There were sheets of paper all over the kitchen table. It looked like a series of names were written down, but they were too smudged to read. I could only make out a few of the notes. Keycard, Awker, last one, I promise. It didn't make much sense at the time.
But it will. Oh.
Squeaky?
That mouse.
It's squeaky.
It's helping me. It's ninjaing around the house.
That mouse kicked the door open. The smell of old dishes and moldy food was dizzying.
Man, it must be some really bad food. Hey!
I looked like hell. My clothes were dirty and torn, and there was mud caked all over my shoes. Like you were doing some digging? Had I been sleepwalking again? Was that how I got to that house?
That is some sleepwalking.
The front door was blocked by a pile of furniture. I knew I had to find another way out. Okay.
What's this now?
It's another door. The bathroom was spotless. Everything had been wiped to a sheen. I wondered if it was the man's wife who did the cleaning, or him.
Anything here?
There was a photo development tray lying on the floor. Some leftover negatives were sticking out, but they were pretty blurry. I thought I saw what looked like treetops. It seemed odd that the tray had been left there, considering how clean the rest of the bathroom was. It seems odd to be developing photos in your bathroom anyways. Don't you have a dark room?
Who has a dark room these days?
I do.
What's this film?
Yeah.
Alright, well I think we've scoured...
You know how you plug an SD card into a computer to read the contents of it?
Mm-hmm.
Well, development tray is like a CD tray, and the film is like an SD card that has way less memory and has to spin.
Huh. Never thought of it that way. We're going down.
There was a ladder going underground where the box was. A dank smell rose from the passage. Did I climb down the ladder?
Yes.
As I beat my face against the ladder, I looked again at the photo I found in the house. The couple looked distant, like they didn't want to be in the same picture. I wondered where the wife was. My leg was in terrible shape, but I had to get out.
And now we're in the sewer.
In the dank basement.
Wonder what happens if I...
Those boxes would have allowed me to climb up the ladder again, but I didn't want to go back up there. Not with that body, all that blood.
Ooh, so suspicious of everything, are we?
Footprints
or
in the
paranoid.
dirt look like more than one kind and a lot of traffic. Places all over were marked in the old map of the town, the industrial area near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old rail station. The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? Some of the markings match the scribbles I saw on the bookshelf upstairs. Do we have a water tower in town?
I don't think we do.
I don't think we do.
We've got a reservoir.
Is that a more rural thing?
I think so.
Okay. Because there's one in, like, Abbotsford. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. Wait. There were photos. Photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more, tried to find some kind of information. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first, and I needed to see what else was down there.
It's okay, Rachel's not okay.
I don't know, maybe she's fine. Depends on the ending of the game, I guess. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun. I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I?
Yeah, you did.
I took the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Why did I take the gun?
Because, let me iterate, the point is in having the thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I know in Abbotsford they have a water tower.
Yeah, I think we just have, like,
A mountain.
We have a mountain.
It was so dark down there, and the air smelled stale and putrid. I couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place?
Well, it's not the sewer. Some kind of...
Oh, it's an accountant office. The desk looked old and was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out, and illegible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. None of it made any sense to me.
It's a kill list.
Nothing about Rachel or me was written there. Maybe I needed to keep looking. I saw one that was... Oh, no, that was H-E space L, so that wasn't Rachel.
Okay. Oh.
There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains look old. The faded clothes that stuck up amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife?
Yep.
He's very nonchalant about that. I wondered, what would I have found if I dug deeper? I like there's gymnast rings hanging from the ceiling here.
I was going to say, I was just about to ask if those were shackles, but I like the idea of them being gymnast rings. Hey, killer's got to get his gains.
Got to be fit to chase down hookers and murder them, I guess.
We'll wait for that.
Ooh, meat hooks. Rusted hooks like the kind you'd find in a butcher hung from the ceiling. They looked pitted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? What, put them on? Put them there? I was getting more nauseated the longer I stayed there. I felt sick and weak, like I hadn't eaten for days. Crudely made shelves, they looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could see the warnings. The slight fumes that still emanated from the cans made me dizzy. All right, well, it's time to huff some glue. It looked like a cage? Like you don't know what a cage is. Like no matter what, it was small, but there was something coated at the bottom, something wet. Like the size of it means, oh, that's too small for a cage.
It could have been a laundry basket turned upside down. That looked
Catch a lot of rabbits down here.
Vaguely laundry baskety.
Except it's coated in rust and blood.
It's metal.
This is Silent Hill all over. Some kind of homemade rack slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood.
Not gonna lie, thought it was a ladder going somewhere.
Yeah, me too. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they?
Oh, someone totally used it.
The smell in that room was like old grease and rot. I wasn't getting any closer to finding anything useful.
This all seems vaguely Texas Chainsaw Massacre-y, except underground.
It seems very BDSM Silent Hill.
Or that.
As I beat my face against the ladder. Some kind of old boxes. They look like they were years old. Wait a minute. These boxes had old clothes in them. Oh, wow. Oh, my God. Hold on a second, guys. There's old clothes in these boxes.
These were supposed to go
in someone's third basement.
These were supposed to be in the thrift shop.
Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What the hell were they doing here? If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house there? And these clothes... Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to that house, or did somebody bring me?
The plot thickens. That's a very well-built cave system. It's got doors.
Someone's finally machined this.
Hey, bats.
Wow, those are some bats, all right.
Oh, it's the bat cave.
I remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful.
Can I do anything?
I don't remember if I jumped down there or found another way. It looked to be a long way. Did I jump down?
We'll hold off on that for now.
Maybe there was some other way to get down there without risking any more injury to my leg.
I'm not done exploring.
For some reason, I'm just now realizing that this dude's a ginger. What?
Ooh. I heard...
Alright.
Oh.
Okay. Little Edgar Allan Poe action. There was a rope hanging there. I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it?
Yep.
Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. Some like cask of Amontillado business. I had the rope now. There must have been a use for it around somewhere. No, sometimes people just keep things around. There's not necessarily a use for anything.
It's an adventure game. There's a use for anything. We're going down.
The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down?
Do you think if I said yes the first time, it would have just ended with me dying?
No. I could feel your faint hum, and the smell from before started to get worse. This guy's pretty judgmental. And there's still lamps down here. There's still, like, overhead lights.
This is
5 floors
down.
Like
the underground lair here.
A bunch of old newspapers, wheat pasted together. I had to look up what that meant.
Wheat pasted?
Like, paper mache is wheat paste. Yeah. A message has been hastily smeared on it. Keep out, danger due to cave-in. You just use flour instead of, like, glue as a base.
Huh.
Yeah. I wanted nothing more than to get out of there. Ooh.
It's rumbling.
Shimmery, dark, heavy sounds.
Hey, a different door.
I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against the heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was.
Yeah, I think I would have died.
No, you wouldn't die. You just limps more.
Oh, okay.
If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least, I thought, I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it, had been used already. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight. He just stuck the gun up his nose, just to kind of get a whiff. Spicy.
Oh, hey, finally a use for this mechanic.
That's how you scare away the bats, too. There was dirt on the ground, it looked wet, and there was grass smeared within it. I could hear a faint trickling sound, like water. What was that? I don't know. Maybe it's water, you jackass.
It's just pipes. Wait. I wonder if that is another way I can explore.
An exposed ventilation shaft. Maybe someone crawled through there, but it was so high up, that must have been a sore landing.
Yeah, I can't do anything with that. What about this? That's just ceiling.
A kitchen knife covered in drawing blood. Thinking about it made me sick. I didn't even want to touch it. Did I take the knife?
Well, you're touching it.
Okay. I slipped the knife in my boot since I had the gun in my pocket. Did I really need all this? Plus, you can't really keep a kitchen knife in your pocket.
Yeah, I would just break through the fabric.
Okay. The door was locked. There was a musty smell from inside.
And apparently he just shoulder checked it.
I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyways?
YOLO.
I wasn't sure, but I thought, man, this guy's not sure of anything. It was some kind of regulator. I had no idea how it worked.
You've got time. I'm sure we could figure things out. Another valve.
I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway?
May as well.
I wasn't sure what those valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? I wasn't sure what the valves were for. Did I turn it anyway? Oh, that made a different sound.
I I think I activated something. I think it was this room.
Through the dusk, I see handprints in the previous use. Probably from whoever worked in those sewers.
Okay. It looks like the valves didn't do a whole lot. I'm gonna check what's up at the top of that ladder there.
Sure.
Or
check
exit.
the door that says exit. There's a rusty ladder that sunk into the water, which smelled disgusting. I knew I couldn't climb down that. Maybe I could find a way to drain the putrid water.
Okay. Can't go that way yet. There was a ladder, though, so I'm gonna check that out.
Sure.